Simon is to be found at a more sociable altitude, 2 years younger than Danny, single of course, but somewhat adrift in rural seclusion. He's not sure about this partnership agency. What does it cost, for instance?
You can join either for 6 months or 1 year, and during that time we would try and introduce you to as many people as possible. It's £65 for 6 months or £85 for 1 year.
The price of love. Is that with or without VAT? Anyway, the balloon pilot's licence is extra. Daniela will make it to Ludlow eventually, but her blind date knows nothing about this yet, and he admits he's no extrovert.
Simon, it's very brave of you to come here today. I do understand that it takes, a considerable amount of courage to come forward. Before we have a chat about this, could I just ask you to read through that and see how you feel about it? If you've got any questions to ask, then don't hesitate to do so.
I'd prefer to meet someone a little more extrovert than myself and bounce off what they say.
Now, one thing I do have to ask you, we have a lot of young ladies on our books who do actually object to beards.
Really?
If you were asked, would you be prepared to shave off your beard?
It would depend how far the relationship had gone, but yes, I would for the right lady.
Well, there can be no greater sacrifice than that. Remember what happened to Samson when they lopped his hair? Anyway, Simon's looking for someone slim up to the age of 30.
What sort of person do you feel you want to meet? Do you have a set idea about the sort of people you want to meet?
Not really. The thing is, I do meet actually a lot of men in the sort of work that I do and also in the hobbies that I do, but they're not necessarily the right sort of man. They're either moving around a lot or probably not sort of settled enough, really. But somebody that's kind, good sense of humour and likes children.
So you would actually like to get married again?
No. Not really.
Hello, Simon?
Yes.
Hi.
Danny.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi. I'm all right. I'm sorry I'm a bit late. I got held up in some traffic, I'm afraid.
That's understandable. It's a small town. You got to.
What should we do? Shall we have a look at the castle rather than now?
Yes. Yes, it's very nice inside. Here we are. Should we go in?
Yes, great. Have you got any money?
Yes, I've got some money. It's
I'm
all
afraid
right.
I've left mine in the car.
That's all right.
Oh,
It's really nice in here. You'll love it.
It's great, isn't it? It's lovely.
Years ago, people would go to a dance. They'd go ballroom dancing. They'd meet people there. Today, we don't seem to have any clubs that bring the two sides together, bring the man and the woman together. And this is where we come in.
The point of a rural dating agency is that country folk can be more isolated and lonely than most. In fact, the incidence of suicide on the farm has increased noticeably throughout Britain. So much so that the Samaritans are establishing country branches to fight it.
When we have farmers on our books, they are usually only on the books for about a month. It's absolutely amazing, but the farmers are the people that we find it more easy to place. They all seem to have a very good sense of humour. They're involved in the outdoor life, all sorts of crises on the farm. They all tend to have an awful lot of patience. They're generally very nice, genuine people.
That's not to rule out trainee landscape architects like Simon, a country boy through and through, having spent much of his life in Herefordshire, where by sheer coincidence, Daniela was also brought up. They're both vegetarians too, what you might call a smart piece of matchmaking. And the good news is, she doesn't mind his beard one little bit.
Can I ask you something sort of a bit personal?
Yeah.
In a relationship, what sort of woman are you looking for?
Someone fairly thoughtful and sensitive, really. Someone with a more extrovert than I am, really, because I'm quite quiet and shy. So I think the opposites might work.
Do you get easily involved with people?
No, I don't think so. I'm quite cool. quite careful, really. I think things through and, you know, it depends how well we're getting on. How about you?
Yes, I'm fairly careful.
Yeah.
Once bitten, twice shy.
Yes. I liked her. I thought we got on quite well and we seemed to have a lot in common.
He's really nice. He's very handsome. But unfortunately, he's a little bit too young for me.
Thanks ever so much for a lovely meal. That was really nice.
Good. I've enjoyed this evening. Hope you have.
Yes, I have. It's been great.
Perhaps we can meet again sometime.
Yes, why not? How'd you like to come ballooning one weekend?
That sounds very interesting, yeah.
I'll take you for a flight in the balloon.
Great. Sounds fun.
Yes, that's courageous. He's not overjoyed about heights, and Daniela, he should know, is now the British women's altitude record holder. So did their relationship get off the ground? Did they see the Earth move?
No, Tony, we didn't see the Earth move. I'm afraid that when I asked him if he'd like a flight in my balloon, he nearly choked on his coffee because
I did notice that, yes.
I discovered that he was afraid of heights.
It's perhaps just as well you didn't get off the ground then, really. But will you not see him again?
I don't think so. He's a very nice chap, but unfortunately probably a little too quiet for me.
You need somebody to dominate you, do you?
I need someone a little more extrovert and probably a little more loony, I think. Yes,
you could be right there. But tell me one thing. Is it humiliating answering all those very personal questions about yourself at a dating agency? I mean, they virtually want to know your inside leg measurement, don't they?
Yes, it can be a little daunting, I must admit, you know, sort of prying into your privacy like that. But I would recommend it for somebody that's stuck out in the wilds and can't really meet any person of the opposite sex. It's a good way of going about it.
Now you hold this altitude record, of course, men will be flocking around you. Or maybe they won't reach you.
Well, I'll have to keep my answer phone switched on so I can vet their voices.
It could be interesting. Actually, if Cupid had shot his arrow, he could have burst your balloon, couldn't he? Terrible joke. Anyway, Simon, if you're watching, thanks very much for letting us invade your privacy.